going on? What's going on? Hey. Sorry, I was a couple minutes late. Had to keep changing the time. Anyway, but I'm here. Let's get all into it. Hang on one second. There I is. There I is. Okay. All right. What's going on? Stephen Harris. Oh, let me put my other light on. Hang on a second. Y'all know I ain't never got nothing ready. Okay. Stephen Harris, RC, West Coast Barbara, what's going on? Hey, Brandon, what is up? Happy Sunday. What's going on with y'all? Okay, so y'all, we're going to talk about this last episode of Raising Kanan one more time, okay? And I think I'm about raising Kanan out at this point. Okay, I didn't had enough of it. I truly enjoy it. Just my favorite spinoff, one of my favorite shows right now. I love it. I love it. I love it. But after you've talked about something over and over and over, you might, sometimes you got to let it go. And so that's how I'm feeling right now. I'm about ready to let it go just for a little while until, and then we'll be back with it when it's time for, Origins next year. So, because I got other things that I like to discuss. So let me bring my homegirl up here and we can talk about one more time and we'll break down all the episode and talk about everything. All right, what's going on, Mo 69? Oh, wait a minute. I can't hear you. Is it me? I can't.
Can you hear me now?
Hello. Oh yeah, now I hear you. Okay.
That's I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, I thought it was
had to
me.
change something. No.
I be screwing up over here. So
Girl, you doing just
the
fine.
microphone or the internet. Okay. Oh
Yes.
Lord. Hey, on that note, what's going on? How y'all doing? Well,
it's so hard to say goodbye, but
yeah, but we gotta, it's hard to say goodbye. I mean, this show is so good. This series, the whole series, from season 1 down to season 5, the whole thing is a 10 for me across the board. I mean, or at least a good 9.5. I mean, I guess we could take off points here and there throughout the series. I'm talking about the whole series. I guess you can take off some points for some things that we may not like, but it's a good strong 9.5. And even if somebody say 10, then that's good too.
Yeah.
Then that's for the entire series. I'm giving it so. And the first night we did, you, Tamika, and I, Moochie, we did the first reaction. And we were very quiet. We ain't had much to say, and that's not usually like us,
right?
Because we was like a little underwhelmed a little bit. But I've had time to go back and rewatch this now, and I watched it before we, early today before I came on here.
Yeah.
I moved my rating up. I've watched this a couple times now. Even clips on the internet and everything. Yeah, it's the acting was so good. The script was good. It was very good, very well written. And I understand what they were doing, what Sasha Penn was doing. This was like a tragedy, a family tragedy story.
Definitely, for sure.
Yeah, and so I guess the reason why I was underwhelmed at the time, the first reaction, because Stefano ass didn't get in this fire back here. And I've been having this damn fire burning for the longest time. Waiting on his ass. I didn't keep it hot. Okay, every day I'm shoving coals and wood and everything in the kerosene.
If his ass gonna be in Origins, you can keep that fire going when the
yeah, right. Okay, yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just keep it happy. Because on some of these other things we got going on, we can throw some of them other people in there too, other shows and things we're gonna review. So the fire is always good for anybody. But I thought we would be able to throw Stefano in, so I was disappointed. But as I went back and I watched it a couple times, seen clips, I did reviews with Detroit and other things. I said, nah, I don't feel like that no more. I don't feel like that no more. There are, the first watch, sometimes you miss things or you're not hearing everything real good.
Right.
and I even put the caption on because I wanted to make sure I caught everything. This was a real good, strong 9. This episode, I liked it. I liked. Did your thing change, or you still feel
Yeah,
it's a
because originally it was a 6, so now it's
right? You
like
said like 6 or 6.5 or something. You said yeah.
now. And then when I was with I was live with the ladies, I think I said
Mhm.
7. So now I can bump it up 8 because I kept seeing stuff over there. I'm like, oh, that was good. So I give it an 8.
I think anything 8 and above is fine. I really do. Um, Steven said he gave it a 9. I see a 9. I'm right there with them.
At first, my first reaction, I gave it a 6.
Yeah, no, Detroit. That was the
Well, we were so
first
quiet.
reaction. I think I had said 7. If I had to go back and watch it, if I go back and listen, I think I might have said 7
Mm-hmm.
or maybe 6.57. But I guess Detroit, you know how I wanted Stefano gone so bad. So I think that's what it was. It
Yeah,
wasn't
for
but
sure.
as I've gone back now, I was totally wrong. I was totally wrong. And I'll say when I'm wrong now. And then so the yeah, it's a great yeah, this thing was so good. And then really when I thought it is extremely sad. The whole damn family is gone. And
Mm-hmm.
he ain't even finished because we know later on,
Yeah. Oh, and power,
Joe,
G power.
Kanan take out 2 more damn relatives. So you
Mm-hmm.
know he take out a jukebox and his own son. So it
Mm-hmm.
just don't. It ain't
And his
no.
own deletion happened. So
And then his own delete. Yeah. So there's nobody. There's nobody. That's why nobody was there to pick up his damn ashes. Tariq had to pick him up. There was nobody to come to get him.
nobody want
And I
them
don't know why
answers.
Jarita ass didn't get him, but maybe she got pissed off. She
She
might have.
probably know he the
She
one that
probably
clipped the
found.
son.
Yes, I was just going to say
I
that.
mean,
She
that's the
probably
only
know.
person. That's her only family. Like she had no more kids that we saw.
Right. That we saw anyway. Yeah. And I think that's you right. That's probably why. She probably got word that he did something. I
Mm-hmm.
wish we could have seen that, but that's
Right.
yeah, but it is what it is. But yeah, this thing, unconditional love. And I guess at the end, even though they was fighting and beefing with each other and all that, I guess at the end they just still had love for each other. They just got a strange way of showing their love. My mama don't do to me like this, and
Okay.
my son don't do me like this. But
Mm-hmm.
it's just everybody got their own different ways of showing love, and this was their way. So uh they, I guess, and at the end they did try to help each other, but it was a little bit too late, right?
Definitely too late.
Definitely too late. So we're gonna just kind of go through it. And we ain't gonna be up here no 2 and 3 hours. Okay, we're gonna go
Oh hell
through it.
no.
Yeah, no, we're gonna go through it and get on out of here. But
Oh, shoot.
just maybe talk about things we didn't talk about the from the first reaction. She both of them is crying. Rock, she's looking at the pictures on her mantle. It was pictures of Lulu and Kanan and Marvin and all that.
Marvin. Yeah.
Yeah, her family and stuff. And so
Mm-hmm.
um so she's sitting there crying about that. She's
Hey.
and probably trying to figure out what the hell she gonna do next. And then Jukebox was balling. I mean, she was balling.
Because she not just like mourning her father, she also reading the letter he left behind.
Hey, Candy Love Girl.
Hey Candy, hey Ronald,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
RC,
yeah. Hey, Ronald. Um,
Detroit.
yeah. Yeah. Reading that letter, and I guess he didn't write nothing in there about little Amber because we all remember we kept saying, but maybe he put something in there about Amber,
That's funny.
but
I
we
mean,
didn't see
let
none.
let clear Amber live her clear life. I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly. Yeah. No.
even though she's not in the best situation, maybe she'd get it, live in a decent place where she can have a decent education and grow
Mm-hmm.
up at least and get out of the system, and
But
because she
Candy
can live her
said
privileged
He
life.
said F Amber. Look, Amber held it down for the longest, but they
She's a
beat her
child.
down. She's a child, and they beat her down until she had to end up telling the truth because they probably threatened to take her from their foster family. I think that's what that social worker was going to do.
Mm.
So anyway, but
Let her
Amber's
let her
done.
grow up and let her clear life. Let Amber be. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Um
Now I don't want to
she-
see Amber in no damn origins. Okay, so y'all be coming up with this stuff. Okay, I don't
okay.
want to see Amber in no origins. But Jukebox, so she reading about Flossie. He probably told her to go. To
And
go.
then we wish that it was like a voiceover for
Thank
Marvin.
you.
But
Now see that's where some little points might be taken. It's just little
I'm like,
small
that's a
things like
long letter. I'm like,
it's
oof.
a long letter, a handwritten letter. You know what I'm saying? That's back when we
Mm.
used to write hand letters. But now I don't know when last time I actually wrote down the whole damn letter for somebody and mailed it.
Okay,
I,
we
you
be
know, I
typing.
yeah, I do an email, but I don't know the last time I got a pen and a paper and write. I should do that one day. Just write somebody a damn letter. They probably say, "What the hell?" People don't need open up their mail.
Don't be going get no pen pal.
Yeah, give
A
me a pen.
prison pen
Yeah,
pal. Prison pen
love out,
pal.
love out the lockup. You know what I'm saying? Give me a
Not a prison pen pal is why.
Yeah, and then Tamika be doing a review on me on Love at the Locker. That's right.
That's funny.
So when Amber turns 18, she's going to work for Flossie. Oh Lord.
Oh, dang, Candy, you can't
Mm.
let
I Candy
you
said I
got
can
no
write
hope
her a
for
letter.
Amber.
I'm gonna write Candy a letter. Um yeah,
That's
it was
funny.
they did good with the Amber thing as far as throwing us a curveball. We, what I'm saying, because we really thought he was gonna get locked up
Right.
and
And we know the Fed's been on his head top or tried to be on his head top for the longest since Howard was still alive. So
right, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. And then your girl Jarito, I took that from you, Jarito. She said, "Look, I's pregnant, you the pappy, and I need my child support." Okay, so and she said, "Look, you can be," because I was just watching it because I guess the first time I ain't pay attention to something she said. She said, "Look, I'm just letting you know you the father, and you could either be in the child's life or not, or something like that." She said. I said, "Dang." She was looking for him to have some type of emotion, but he was just like this, stone face.
is it mine? Because you know your line of work.
Yeah, well, that's true. And I mean, I guess I ain't mad at him asking that
I ain't
question
mad at that question because
because
I'm like,
if my son was messing around with somebody like that, I would be saying the same thing too. You may get a damn paternity test. But she said, I will protection. I use protection for the other ones, but not, I guess not with him. Why didn't he use some damn protection?
okay.
No, but he said it. She said, you're gonna be a father if that matters to you, and he said it does matter. So,
Hmm.
I don't know, but we know he ended up
The
not
Kane
being
that
no
we
good father.
know, look, the Kane that we know, it doesn't give he care.
Mm-mm.
Like the Kane that we have known, OG Papa, and this little snot nose who what he grew up to be, what he had before everything went to shit. Nah.
He didn't give a damn. He was not a
All
good
right.
father. I mean, he was locked up for 10 years, but still, even when he came out, I guy he was talking to Sean and using
Mm-hmm.
him to get information. He was using to get information about ghosts. Hey, all I see.
Hey, all I see.
Um, Not taking Jarita's word for anything. Yeah, right, right. Well, well, anyway, she said she pregnant, and anyway, that's the last we see of her, and we'll see her getting origin. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll deal with her then, because I'm sure it's gonna be some mess. Okay, Breeze did
These,
the right thing. What you
these
think
two
about
clear,
this?
these two white boys, these two clear people didn't. They ain't look like they belong in this show. They look like they belong in another show. But I digress. Um.
Yeah, like Jersey Shore or something like that. Uh, you know, just yeah, they was just stupid. They were goof. But first of all, if you
Talking
gonna
about how
rap,
you get my address. What you mean? They got police in their pocket. They can get addresses. Are you dumb? How long
and
you been
live
working with
and
them?
living real dirty, it was trash everywhere in the yard or wherever they was. It was just they're like a junkyard, like Sanford or something or something.
Mm-hmm.
It was sitting there real dirty. They look like meth heads.
And
So
it's easy to get your address, especially if somebody put a bounty on you. Like, oh yeah, them fools live over there.
mm, mm, mm,
Or
mm.
a dirty cop. Like, come on, these white boys
Hey
so dumb.
CJ.
They
Um,
they
yeah, I
must
mean,
didn't know who they came went up
they
against
should have
because
known that if you're going to rat and talk, snitch, whatever the word y'all words everybody use, if you're going to talk to the cops, any kind of capacity, and you're doing, and you're not you're not a regular civilian like you and I. I'm talking about you doing criminal activity, but yeah, you talking to the
hmm
cops. You know damn well you can't stay at home where you live. You got to get out of town. You got to go somewhere. Going to the next county or town over or something. But anyway, they just they just was stupid. They was stupid. So Breeze did the right thing and got rid of. He ain't waste no time.
I forgot about all. I ain't gonna hold you, Inga. I forgot all about these clear dudes. Uh,
Remember they had the pills in the
I know I forgot about them. I'm like, this
yeah
was
in the
like a
truck.
non-factor for me. Like, okay, he popped them. It was like, okay, it was quick pop and that was innocent.
I think they had to show it because last episode before Pops and Snaps had told
He was
Breeze
fired.
that it was fired and that these guys got pent up by the cops and they're
They
gonna be
talking.
talking and they talking and whatever. So I think they had to show they had to wrap that up. So because us power fans will be saying, well, they ain't I wouldn't have been saying that because I ain't
Now
care
I
nothing
moved. That's
about
what I'm
this.
saying. For
Yeah,
me,
but there's some people, and even some of these people in this chat, they pinpoint every little thing and remember every little thing. Some stuff like this I'll be forgetting. But anyway, they gone and we don't gotta worry about seeing them again. Um Now this scene here was crazy to me. She went back to see Pino again, even though like she remember we said last episode 7, she
hmm
she was going to Pernessa Mama house looking for Unique. She
hmm
went to Trey. Was Here she is desperate again, trying to get back with Pino. Pino goes to this long story, which they could have probably shaved a little bit off that, but because I didn't
a
really care
little
about
bit,
his
most of
first.
it.
Yeah, most of that I didn't care nothing about his first love, his first kiss, and then Stefano took his girl and all of that, and that's why he got this hard on for him for Stefano. But he said, well, our days of your days of work, making money or whatever is done. Your days on the streets is done. But I can make an exception if we have a different type of relationship. So he was trying to get down with her.
Trying to get her to spread ego
Yeah, yeah.
just to get put on.
Just
That's crazy.
he was trying to get down with her, and so he and so
She
like
said, "Ain't that much desperation?" She's like, "Child, ain't that much desperation in the world."
I ain't that goddamn desperate. I'm not that desperate. So I'm like, you did all this, Pino, and cause both of them actually it's Pino and Stefano. They both wanted to lay up with this lady, and that's the reason why both of them. Stefano was also mad because he wanted to also be with Rock as well. It was because he act like
Some
she
of these,
did something to him. Really, when you think about it, it
she
was just
really ain't did
business.
nothing. It was
She ain't
business,
do nothing. It was business. Yeah.
and what she got going on in Manhattan never even hurt his business over there in Queens. Like, what are you talking about?
It didn't
And
hurt. It didn't hurt him at all.
it's not even a secret that most of these Italians be having a thing for chocolate. It's not
They
even a
do.
fucking secret.
They love a chocolate bar. They might not marry them. They ain't gonna marry them,
They don't mind screwing them
but they will make
every
yeah.
which way if
They
you see fit.
that's right. They will have them on the side. What they used to call they used to say on Sopranos the guma. They have the little guma on the side,
Yeah.
like a mistress. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
Um, Thanks to Marcus for the $5. Breeze could just dislike Tommy. Oh yeah, talking about origins. Okay, because he reminds him of Shane and Glenn. And who is Shane and Glenn? See, DeMarcus be deep diving into the thing and me knowing all these characters. I don't know who. Do you know who Shane and Glenn is?
Nope.
Yeah, well, he'll tell us. Well, thank you anyway. So, but I don't know. I don't know who Shane and Glenn. At least you had to remind me. Maybe I do because I'll be bad to remember the characters' names.
hmm
Um, so she was like, hell no, hell to the no, no, no. And anyway, she gets up to walk away, and they up there looking at her ass. Him and his other homeboy looking at her ass, and they were just, they disgusting. They were disgusting. So then our girl goes over to talk to Flossie, and Flossie, she just told her right out, I don't have no concrete information, but word on the curb is, Kanan, your cousin, took out Marvin. And Juke didn't seem surprised. You notice that?
She had to like really think about it, especially when she said that Kanan popped in on her crib with a blicky, like pointed blicky at me. So like she had to really think about it. And then she know that her father was working with Floss.
Oh, that's the twins' names. Oh, okay. Them two. I didn't care nothing about. Yeah, thank y'all. Thank you, Ronald. I mean, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I just didn't care nothing about them guys. I never knew their names.
Me either.
I never knew their names. Yeah, well, they gone now. Okay. So going back to jukebox. Yeah, she had to think about it for 1 second, but then after a while, she realized, oh yeah,
you can't put at this point. You could put nothing past Kanan because, like she said, when she cussed him out the first time about finding out about Uncle Lou, she's like, "Oh, he did that shit." And then when she see him with his mom later, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she said,
her cousin ain't shit.
Exactly. She said that. She said what was that episode? Seven. Yeah, that you ain't shit. You think you grown, but you not grown. And Flossie told her family is complicated. She said, no, mine is simple. We simple people.
Okay.
So I guess she figured. I guess she mean it's not that complicated. Kanan is a bitch, like she called. She called him that. Not in this episode, but the one before, she called him that. And so she figured that that's something that he would do. So, the next scene over, they go to the little hangout, the little spot where they go to, where they hanging out at, where all the workers their runners coming in and out, bringing the work in and out, the money. And he said, Breeze told Kanan, well, they talked about pops and snaps. And, no, this is funny. Kanan said, you know what happened to Bonnie and Clyde? I started laughing. And Bray said, no, I don't know what happened. I mean, he really don't, because he wasn't there. He didn't take him out. So right. I don't think nobody saw that.
But he was the last one who saw them, who had even talked to them. Because when they say
he's the last one saw him, but nobody saw Jukebox coming around the corner. So
because he was in a different location, they was walking back towards under the tunnel thing. So I'm surprised nobody asked him, did he do it? Because he be the next one in line. That's what it's looking like. So I don't
know. Yeah. So and then he said, well, he asked him about Marvin. Breeze asked Kane about Marvin. He said, I don't know nothing about it. I don't know. He just, he made it seem like he ain't know nothing about it, even though Breeze know that Kanan did it. But he said, well, just because, and I'm not saying word for word, of course, what they said. Right. Just because Marvin is gone, don't mean your mom
is off the hook,
off the table. Yeah, because it still came down to, the word is still out there that we gotta take out your mother. So,
and he still, you can tell he hesitant to do it anyway.
Yeah, right, very hesitant. Well, we go over to Rock and her new lawyer. I don't know the new lawyer's name, but
me either.
I don't feel nothing about this lawyer. I like the other lawyer they had, Andre Barnes. You know what I'm saying?
That Unique took out.
That Unique took out for no reason.
He was tripping because he had that head injury from getting beat.
He thought they were sleeping around, and it wasn't even like that,
Right. That's what I'm looking like. Unique was tripping. I know he got his ass banged up from Ronnie, but still, he
Mm.
was tripping. He think everybody was like against him. He probably thought Rocker was setting him up that time for about
Yeah,
Ronnie
well, he
whooping his
did think
ass.
all that. He did. He thought all
Yeah,
of that. Yeah.
it's coming
Um.
back to me, y'all, as I'm
No,
talking.
no, no, no. You're right. I mean,
I'm
well,
like,
that's how the
cause he,
series go because you started putting all the pieces of the puzzle. All of this is putting the pieces together. So and we got federal agent Tanner with his wig
Tanner,
on.
I did not like that
That
comb.
I ain't like that wig. They could have got a better wig, for him. It looked bad. But however,
It's 93, I guess.
yeah, you know how normally we always clown the wigs and they be
Mm-hmm.
on the black people. I'm glad the bad wig is on the white man this time. So let him wear the bad wig because her hair be looking laid all the time.
Of
Her
course,
hair
she
always
a
nice.
queen pin. She got to.
She's always
She
looking
be
good.
looking dusty in these streets.
No, not at all. Not at all. Well, she said, look, if I tell y'all anything about Stefano and Pino, I what y'all gonna do for me? And I need also immunity or whatever how word she said for her son.
Yeah, for her son. I'm like
Yeah.
immunity. I'm like, how you get straight immunity? Like, I
Mm-hmm.
know
Mm-hmm.
he
Mm.
already out here being reckless as is, so you want immunity too? Yeah, I
Right.
guess.
Right. But I guess so I guess this is where the unconditional love starts to pop in because even
Definitely,
though
because
yeah, because even though with
he
all that he
eliminates your
did,
brother.
yeah, kill both your brothers and put the blicky up in your face and almost could have taken you out of here.
Hmm.
But and he did all this stuff to your business, you know, made you
Yep, switching that
made you
drug,
swing the
make kill
drug.
that judge.
The judge Joaquin, the Dominican guy, got taken out.
Hmm.
I mean, Breeze did it, but he was there. He was the getaway driver, and
Right.
so he knew about it. So he was involved in ruining her life or her business, and so. But she still said, "I'm going to try to help my son." Um,
Hmm.
so at this point, she did not give up any information. So she's not a snitch or rat because she did not give up anything, but she was thinking about it, contemplating it. She was
Hmm.
contemplating it. So now I really thought he was going to get unalive. I don't know
Garcia.
why, because I predicted this and I was wrong. So I'm not, my thoughts and predictions halftime
Who
don't
you thought was gonna do it though?
jukebox only because he's a loose end. Like he don't have no proof that Laverne took out Pops and Snaps, but soon as he gives her the information, they mysteriously got taken out. But they are gangsters, and so it could be anybody. You know what I'm saying? So and
He ain't
nobody
stupid
saw
because
them.
she still know where he live at. Like she can roll up to his crib, so he ain't
That's
stupid.
why I really thought that maybe she started saying, "Well, I gotta get rid of this dude. He a loose end." If
I
they had
mean,
show him investigating it, then maybe I think she could have taken him out. But they didn't give us any of that. So
yeah.
um I thought that's what they was going to do. They was going to show us of Garcia investigating it and being started snooping around again and like he was doing.
But
But
let's be for real, Inga.
I don't think
That
he wants no parts of it. You know what I'm saying? He don't
let's
want
be
no parts
real. He don't want no parts of it, and then in their minds, that's two less niggas on
on the
drug
street.
off
Yeah,
street.
he
Like, let's
don't.
keep it a buck. Like,
Right.
okay,
And he know that they gangsters and also
right.
they got
So that's two less gangsters on the street.
Baptiste got all tangled up with them and all that. So he said he really want nothing to do with it. He said, you stay out of my way and I'll stay out your way. But she said, look, I don't know nothing about it. I don't and I don't think he believed her, but he just left it alone. So I mean, are we seeing Garcia in Origins? Or are we done with him? Is his character done
Is
with?
he gonna be like what's the name from
Oh, Sax. Remember,
Sax
Sax went from OG to Power Book 2.
Ghost?
Yeah. So please, we don't need to see that. Um, I mean, listen, Garcia got on my nerves, but at the end he did the right thing. But I just don't need to see him no more. I
Mm-hmm.
don't need to see him no more. So I'm good on that. Now we had a memorial service, repast, whatever you want to call it, for this a-hole Snaps and Pops, but we didn't get nothing for Uncle Marvin. And I'll get to that when we get there. But I'm like, they had a whole crowd of people, all the gangsters in town, all the gangsters in Queens came around, you know, a celebration, drinking champagne, eating food and everything. And we ain't get nothing for Marvin. I'm like,
Well,
good,
let's be honest. Like they got people who still ride for them, even in
Mm-hmm.
death.
Mm-hmm. Even in
But Uncle
death.
Marvin only got juke.
That is true. Because remember, all of
Not even his
Marvin,
sister.
you're right.
Didn't make
Because
it.
now that I'm saying it out loud, stuff come in your head as you talking, as I'm talking. All of Marvin's crew got taken out.
Mm-hmm.
Marvin ain't got he ain't even had no more crew, no people. Um, they had no more family members. So yeah, it probably was nobody to even come. But Lulu had a big old funeral.
Yeah, but Marvin and Marvin was there to help push Rock to do it, and Rock did it out of guilt because she
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
who
Well,
did
that's
it.
true. Yeah, that is true. Um, well, shout out to Isaiah Whitlock. Everybody know him as Clay
Yes.
Davis from The Wire, and then plus he's in the whole.
Yeah.
That's what he's most famous for, probably. But he's been in a
Yes.
whole
There's been a lot of
list of
stuff.
stuff. I mean, television
Years.
shows
Long
and
career.
movies. He had a long, long career, and just one day I opened up my Instagram like I always do,
Same.
scrolling and looking at the gossip and looking at the funny videos and other stuff. And bam, I see rest in peace. I was shocked. What was
And
like
then you
last
see
year?
Wire. Yep. You see he was doing that shit. And then you know what he do.
Exactly. I
It
mean,
was
no,
like a lot of that. I was
you,
like,
I've always said, and I'll continue to say it, The Wire is my number one show of all time. I love The Wire. I will always continue to go back and revisit The Wire. So, and we've lost a lot of characters off The Wire, but that's a whole nother conversation. But it's a whole bunch of people off The Wire. Yeah,
he looked
various
nice here.
various characters. Between the cops and the politicians and
Hmm.
that was on that show. A lot of people on that show had passed. So
Yeah.
but anyway, I wonder if he was supposed to be in more episodes, but because he died, they just had to cut it down to this one episode right here or one scene right here. I wonder what. I guess
I
we'll
could
never
see
know that.
him being in Origins, but not
Well, he sure told
here.
Stefano off. He said
Rightfully so. Like, move
yeah.
on.
And they brought up Early Tyler's name again. He said, "Yeah, you know my guy Early Tyler. He was I've known him since he was a little guy. He been working for me for years."
Mm-hmm.
And Stefano, I mean, but this guy's name was Lump, I think. Lump. He was
No.
he knew Stefano ain't shit. He knew it. And he said, you want to be the only one. What did he say? You wanna live, what did he say? You wanna live long?
Live forever. He said he
Live
don't want to
forever.
be.
He
He
said, I
don't
don't
want to
want
live
to live
forever.
forever. I want to be the
He want
last
to live.
one.
That's one to
And
die.
we should have caught that, Monique. I didn't catch it the first night. I caught it as I watched it, a couple
I think
times.
I caught it
I
the
ain't,
first time because I was
oh, you
like,
did?
say
I ain't
what?
catch it. I mustn't. It
Because
must have
I
been
was
right over
ready for
my
him
head.
to make his exit.
But we should, because I was like, that was like foreshadowing. I want to be the last one living. He's the last one. I mean, of all, what I'm saying, he took out
Oh yeah.
of the, he's going to be the man in charge, is what I'm saying. Like last one standing. And
Yep.
so I didn't really catch it, but I see how they put that together. But yeah, Stefano is an asshole. And I think
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna have I personally think they're gonna have him in Origins. I don't know that. I didn't do no looking at the cast or anything. I go by what the people tell me in the chat. Um, but they might have
Well, I
him in
hope he get his
Origins.
wig split in Origins. If he gonna be there.
That's when I hope it happened. And it can happen the first episode, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay,
The
little
first
Tommy, get
episode.
on that. Or go somebody.
Yeah, yeah.
The hell?
Now, what's going to happen to the bar? Because they bought the lady out. What was that lady name? Shirley. They brought
True.
Shirley out,
True.
and we ain't seen her since after Lou died at the funeral.
Yeah,
Um,
because her connection was more with Lou, if anybody.
but she liked Marvin though, but her connection was really with Lou, and
Mm-hmm.
so now they own the bar, where the bar I guess go down to jukebox now. So I wonder, because I don't know if they're extending jukebox story. I think we're done with her. I think I
Probably
really don't
so.
know. I don't have any inside scoop, so I don't know. I
I
think
just
we might be
know
done.
what's the name. She is doing her thing over there. 911. What's that?
I
Nashville
haven't
or
been
something.
there's a couple episodes here and there, but I haven't been watching
Definitely a
enough.
change of pace over there
Oh yeah, she totally
versus here.
different. Yeah, yeah, totally different character. She said, "Look, I've been a gangster over here for so long. I gotta go over there
I've
and
been
save
wearing
some
these
lives."
cornrows for so long. I've been wearing
Yeah,
a
and then she wear
ponytail.
her hair out, and she saved lives over there. Be a firefighter or something, So
Put some little makeup on.
right, right, yeah, change the pace. But she remembered that hammer underneath that counter, and
Mm-hmm.
right there told me, okay, she gonna take. Well, we knew she wasn't taking Kanan now, but I knew she was gonna come and do something to somebody. I just knew. I said she hurt the look in her eyes told me she about to get down. She gonna handle some business.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so now this is right here. I think this was Stefano. Pino came in. Well, let me start off. Pino came into the restaurant, into Stefano's restaurant, start talking about, oh, I'm giving you permission to take out Rock. She and start talking about listing all the stuff that she did wrong and how she messed up my business um and then he started talking about her in a sexual way. Stefano was like, you ain't have a chance to get with her. And then when he said, I'm giving you permission, I looked at Stefano's face when I watched it today, and I'm thinking, he's saying, I'm gonna take your ass out of here. How about, I think he was already getting the idea in his head in this particular scene.
Mm-hmm.
Pino was being disrespectful. Pino was
So stepping on been disrespectful same week. Like they don't have no respect for each other for real, for real. They don't have no respect for each
no,
other. They
no,
just tolerate
no,
each
they
other.
don't like each other, but they go way back to what was that, a high school or junior high, or high school, something. They go way back with each other because of Stefano took Pino's girl, and they just been going at each other ever since.
Frenemies. Okay.
Frenemies, right? But right here when he said, "I'm giving you permission," I was like, "You giving me permission?"
I
You
mean, he
was
been
you was
doing it anyway. He been trying to check up.
But he told, remember going back, I forget what episode it was, 5 or something. He told
Mm-hmm.
him, you can't mess, she's my tenant. I'm the landlord. You can't mess with my tenant. And now all of a sudden I'm giving you permission. So I think Stefano knew he was full of mess.
Mm-hmm.
His time is coming. It's right around the corner. His time is coming. Now look at the hole still in the wall. He ain't get that hole patched up
His
yet.
eye. Look at his eye. He still got
And his
blood.
eye, yeah, it's like
That
it still got
blood.
the blood. At least he can open his eye a little bit. It's starting to heal, but it's still messed up. Marvin he tore that eyeball up. I'm surprised he
Mm-hmm.
ain't got to wear glasses for the rest of his life after that beat down on his eye. You know what I'm saying? He just tore into his eye. But Tanner came to see him to try to let him know, look, your mother is trying to save your butt. She
Mm-hmm.
gonna cut a deal with us, and she wants to help you. And Tanner say he doesn't really have any information on Kanan, meaning like nothing in his background, nothing
Mm-hmm.
incriminating. But he said your mother loves you, and she's probably gonna be, if she don't take the deal, she's not gonna be around by the end of the week.
Mm-hmm.
So but Kaden didn't give him no information, and
I'm
he said,
surprised
look,
Kane didn't even open the damn door, to be
me
honest.
too, and let him come and sit on his sofa and all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, I wouldn't.
exactly.
Yeah, you ain't
Because
coming in the
mind
door.
you, you and Bree still working together. Like they could have saw that, and Bree still talking to Stefano, and they was like, "What you got a Fed coming to your door? Are you okay?"
Mm, mm,
So,
mm. Yeah. Well, I know one thing, and that this is something silly. When I seen that hole in the wall, I thought to myself, "Now I know that damn landlord gonna be pissed as all get out. A
nigga,
big old hole in
please,
that wall." You, and if
nigga,
he,
please.
I would move out that apartment. I wouldn't even stay there no more. Everybody know where I live. They keep coming knocking on my door.
No, he need that for memory.
Right. All right. Um. Okay. So now Rock once again she goes. Oh, one of these pictures is the wrong picture, but it don't matter. Um. If Rock goes to see Flossie one more time and asking for help, and I guess because she's trying to save her life, so she's asking for help. For some protection. That's why she wanted Pino too, because she was looking for protection, making sure because she knew that she was going that
And she
you
got a
know,
little bit of work left. She need to get
and
rid
she
of.
got a little bit of work still left, and like can we make this work? And Flossie just told her no, and what she tell her last
She said
episode,
she
if it
asked for
wasn't
two
for Marvin,
minutes.
you would have been dead. She told her last week that, right?
Yeah. She said she only had 2 minutes because on the count of Marvin.
Yeah, that's the only reason why she giving her the time of day right now. Cause
And
Flossie really took
Flossie
a
probably
liking.
looking at her like she is pathetic. Like, what kind of mother are you?
Yes,
You ever got your
exactly.
son out here popping your brother?
Your son, and that's another thing. Your son is out here popping your brother, and you still asking me
Pulling
about
one on
work,
me.
and you still
Yeah.
asking me about work. You know what I mean? About trying to. It's just yeah. It just she done with her. She don't want no parts of it.
And
And I
Flossie big
guess
on
it's
family too. She she lost her
that she
daughter.
lost her daughter. Yeah.
She did what she had to do for her daughter, but
Mm-hmm. And Flossie didn't want to get into this business anyway, the drug business. She is with the girls. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
She's have like escort type thing. Escorts, you know. It when it's
But
when
it's
it's
not. But it won't be the first time an escort have that extra service attached. But
oh
it
no,
depends
yeah,
on the
that's why they would
clientele.
it would that this look that would have actually worked if it didn't
Yeah,
get messed up by Kanan. Kanan
Kanan
did what
stupid
he did.
ass.
Kanan
Yeah, the
messed up, but it
judge.
actually would have worked. They
Mhm.
didn't have enough girls though. They needed more girls, but it actually would have worked.
She
It
only
would have
called
worked.
on the girls who she could trust, and one of the girls, Jarito, definitely is something she couldn't trust. She should have
Right.
did an extra evaluation on that one.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Um, so then Kanan was started thinking, I guess after talking to Tanner, and he realized his mother is trying to help protect him with the feds. So he tells Breeze that, look, maybe we can have my not unalive her, but we can just have her get out of New York and never come back.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, and then Breeze like, I don't think um, Stefano gonna go for that. I don't think he gonna go for that. Um, but Kanan, he's gonna go and talk to Stefano. He gonna go and talk to Stefano and to try to cut a deal. To
Breeze was
say,
like, "Well, you on your own with that one."
yeah, yeah, he wasn't getting involved. He
Cause
wasn't getting
Breeze trying to,
involved.
you know, pick up the pieces because Snapcracker and Papa's gone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he's like, it's going to get done. It sounded like it was going to get done by the end of the week, if or end of the in the next
Mm-hmm.
couple of a day or two.
Yeah, a couple of
So
days.
Kanan,
Yeah,
so the Kanan had to work fast. You know what I'm saying, to try to get this resolved.
because somebody was
Um,
gonna do it. Mm-hmm.
this it was going to happen. Yeah, somebody was going to happen. They was going to send Breeze to do it. I think they were sending Breeze to do it. Stefano, he had asked Breeze to do it. Rock goes to talk to the attorney one more time, and he said, "Look, this is." He said Tanner went to go see your son. Your son turned it down. He said, "Yeah, because I raised my son not to be a snitch." And then she said, "Furthermore, I just can't do it. I just,
Mm-hmm.
I can't do it. How could I tell him not to be a snitch and then I'm snitching?" So she said,
Mm-hmm.
"Forget it. That's okay." I'm done with this, you know.
Snap her ass
So,
right back into reality.
hmm yeah, she got snapped back into reality. She said, "No, that's not who I am," and we don't be
Hmm.
talking to the cops. So that was it. That was her last time talking with the lawyer and talking with the feds and all of that. So now we see young Tommy and Ghost. Okay, I kept saying they look.
Selling diapers, child.
I think I told Detroit. Shout out to Detroit. I told him that they look like they about 8 years old. And Detroit said no, they probably like 12. I said, well, they look like 8. They look so
They're
little.
like 10.
Yeah, yeah, something like 10. Yeah, between 8 to 10 years old. And he said, look, come back and see me when you finish eating Happy Meals. I would say, yeah, go home and finish watching Scooby Doo. Finish watching some cartoons. Because y'all still too little to be out here. So but that's our little introduction. I figured we was gonna get an introduction to Tommy and Ghost, but I just didn't know. I thought they was gonna be doing something though. Like I thought we was
Well,
gonna see them do.
they're trying to get put on.
They tried to get put on, and he was like, "Nah, nah, mm-mm." Now this is sad. This was very sad. When I
Mhm.
rewatched it again, it was sad the first time, but watched it again. They at the funeral home, and the funeral home director said, they did a good job putting them together and all that.
Mhm.
And she's so sad over her father, which is understandable because I would be too. And then she
Mhm.
gets that little lollipop. What's those little lollipops? The dum
Dum
dum,
dums. Yep,
dum
the dum
dum, yeah,
dums.
them little dum dum
Cause
lollipops. And,
he
and
always
she
snacking. He'll have a sucker, some
always
chips or
had one.
something.
Yes, Doritos, chips, a bowl of cereal. He always was eating cereal,
Love cereal.
and I love cereal. Always eating cereal. Um, yeah, he always was in the early years. He snacked all the time. We didn't see him snack that much in this season. He was very serious a lot more in season 5. But
Cause
in the
it's a lot of loss. He lost Lulu, and then
yeah,
they already lost their mom. They
hmm
estranged relationship.
hmm
Um, there's a lot of
okay.
things that's changing. Yeah,
We said they was 12 years old. Okay, yeah, but they might have been 12, but they looked like they was like 10
10.
something. Yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, a lot of loss. So season 5, we didn't see him doing the snacking. But the seasons 1, 2, 3, oh, he was munching and snacking all the time. Okay,
Hmm.
the first 3 seasons, we saw him always eating.
Especially when they had that connection with the Asian restaurant. He was sitting
Going to
down.
get that,
I was it's food.
he was going to get his little, what was it? I forgot what the
I
number
forgot what
was.
it was. All
Yeah,
right.
was he said was extra we just want some extra egg rolls. I remember he did ask for extra egg rolls. Yeah. Lil Marvin was something else. That's my guy, man. I
Hmm.
loved Uncle Marvin. Even when he was, not in the early season 1, he wasn't that good to Juke at the time. Didn't understand what she was going through in her life.
Yeah.
But even with all of that, I always still liked Uncle Marvin. Now I didn't like that fight between the two of them, but I like the fact that they was able to move
I mean, it
past
had
it.
to happen because it was a real deal. Because
It
at that
really happens
time,
in
that
real
was like
life.
it was like a real reaction. Even though it
Listen,
was hard to see in 2020 mindsets, it's hard to see
yes,
stuff
that's the thing is that
back in the day
people,
because that
because
was
we see
like,
so many people that's open and out now.
yeah, that's what I'm
People
saying.
assume that it wasn't like that. This is the early 90s. And then
Hmm.
and you still got some families that's they're still hardcore with the
Still
Christianity and
in the
all that stuff.
90s, 80s
And
mindset.
they still got the mindset of the 70s, the 60s, the 50s, whatever. They still got that mindset.
Hmm.
And
And
they
quiet
will
as
just
it
own
kept,
their children and then beat their kids up and throw them out the house. So
and quiet as it
uh,
kept, it be some of your relatives like
and the ones up in the church,
in the
okay?
closet,
The
okay,
ones up in the church be doing some
who still
stuff.
got the 50, 60 mindset.
Right,
And
right.
you see
And
how Hollywood was back in the day. Everybody
right.
wasn't straight.
And that's right. And so, you know,
Be
I mean,
surprised
now a lot,
who was gay.
a lot of people don't care. I don't give a damn what nobody doing. It ain't affecting me one way or
Hello. Mm-mm. Uh-oh. Anything you frozen?
I mean, we all be nosy in people's business, but I mean, but But do I really care? Like in hindsight, no, I do not. I do not care. And and I wouldn't care if it was my own child. It just would not bother me not one bit because I only
Same.
got one, and that's what it
It
was.
is what it is.
I would love a born them. Yeah, I just I'm gonna feel the same way. Ain't nothing gonna change. But I understand this situation because I done seen stuff like this in my own family when people had to hide and all of that kind of stuff. Relatives of mine, and
Okay,
they were
Ronald.
disowned.
Ronald wanted us to remember that she spit in his face.
Now that's true. Now I
Yeah,
don't
that's
like
true.
the
I don't
yeah,
like
I
that
know I'm
either.
not justifying that, Ronald. No, I was just saying they had a turmoil relationship because of her. I don't want to say
Her
lifestyle,
liking that clear girl who end
right?
up.
Like in the clear one, like in the clear girl, but then two, she was lesbian and all that. But the spitting in the face, I don't deal. No, that no. I probably would have kicked my son's ass too if he had spit in my face. You throw any bodily fluids in my face, you is getting you. We be in here fighting. I be probably turning the
Oh
crumble
yeah,
off, tearing the
you
place
getting
up.
this work,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. One of your children spit up in your face right now. You gonna get off this live and get the wailing on their ass right there.
hmm Okay.
I mean, just I know I
Fucking
agree
mute.
with you,
I'm
Ronald.
not
I'm
muting
not.
or
I'm
okay.
we're not just justifying what she did. I'm just saying, but they both was wrong. But they took accountability. I don't want let's
Yeah,
talk
they
about the
made up.
positives. They moved past it. Now look how much they loved each other. They always kept telling each other they loved each other.
And I
Them
like how
last
Marvin worked on himself with the anger management
the
group,
anger
and
management, and he realized. Remember when
he
the
got to react so crazy because of the
when
handicap guy, and then when they had the projects, the
yes,
building.
I remember that. Yes.
Yeah, so he did
Um
his
remember
breathing.
but when it changed Mo was when um I think Marvin really changed when was it the mother name was Keisha,
hmm
and Jew got hurt by her mother doing
hmm
all that religious stuff like we was just talking about, and I think that I started seeing a change in him then.
hmm
When the mother died, he grieved. He was there and helped her with her grieving with from her mother, and so their relationship just got tighter and stronger. And I
hmm
loved how their relationship, and they kept telling each other they love each other. All they had was each other, and I loved it. So you know, but we never saw Rock come to the funeral home. But I guess she couldn't because she knew they was looking for. But she was all around the streets. She
She
was.
was
She was.
over there begging why this dude up in his
I don't
casket.
know why she see her come to the funeral home. I mean, well, Kanan did, but you know that was something when he came to the funeral home. But anyway, Juke is following Kanan. Juke was following Kanan, and Kanan goes to see Stefano, pretty much to beg for his mother to not get killed, and said, so he said that I will he was saying how he realized it's not really what he want. He don't want that on his head. Cause Marvin got into his head about that. I think
hmm
he remembers what Marvin told him. You're gonna be alone and you and
You gonna see my face for a while in your dreams,
right,
your sleep,
right.
your nightmares.
And he already feeling the guilt of Lou and Marvin. He's feeling the guilt. He was feeling, at least in this scene, I felt that he was feeling the guilt of that. And he never really came out and said, "I'm sorry," though. I don't remember him really come out and say, "I'm sorry" to anybody. But
Hell
but
no, he
but you
blamed
could,
on his
but you could.
mama.
He's, I know, yeah. He
And
still was
that's when
blaming on
Drew
his
cussed
mom,
his ass out.
right? Well, Stefano was like, "Look, okay, I'll save her life if she do one thing." And then you know what that one thing is Pino. So, but we get
Pino.
there. So
hmm
Juke is following Kanan around, and when she saw Kanan outside of the shopping center, out on the street and the plaza, whatever, and they was talking, and he told him that he told his mother that you know you got to do a favor for Stefano, and he will call off the hit. So when she peeked around that corner and she see them hugging and crying and kissing and I'm sorry and loving, she probably said,
We
no,
see
you.
how Juke became a cop because she is just like
She was she
nobody
was
just
she was
following.
good at following people. You said she followed pop. She was in a cab and following pops and snaps. So yeah,
Right.
she good
Good
being detective now. She well, she
up
learned.
rolling up on
I'm sure.
people.
I'm sure she learned from all her years of being around her family members on how to, do her thing. She know.
Mm-hmm.
But Kanan said to her though, I like the conversation between the two of them. Kanan told his mama,
Mm-hmm.
I need you to be my mother. You know what I'm saying? And this is you stop being my mother. And this is what he needed. Because remember that he is still a child. He's like 17 at this
Mm-hmm.
point.
That's 18.
Yeah, 17 or 18, because I know Juke is probably like 19. Remember,
Mm-hmm.
because remember, that's not a it's not no time jump. I mean, in their world, it's all still the same time frame.
Mm-hmm.
For us, it's been a long time because how
Right.
the shows run. But in there, this is supposed to be all still in like what 93, so or something like that. And so, because I'm going by when on Lulu's headstone, it said 93.
RC said, "Can't apologize for Marvin here."
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
He did.
I remember.
He did. He didn't say
But the
nothing about
person he should
Lulu.
be apologizing to is Juke.
It's Juke too. Now you can apologize to your mother, but Juke should be also getting the I'm sorry's. He should be definitely. He should be.
Because he a
Def,
coward.
yeah, he should definitely been making it up to her. But he deliberately came over to take look, Lulu. It was an accident.
Mm-hmm.
Even Lulu just happened to walk in when the gun was going off, and he just got caught in the crossfire. Okay, I don't want to give him no
And
pass,
that
but I'll
further
let this one
pushes
go.
that Candy don't need to be handing no blicky. Because what the heck?
But yeah,
What
right.
the-
He thought he was shooting Ruben, the security guy, and ended up
He
shooting.
didn't even know who it was. He shot off before he took a good
He didn't
look.
get a chance to see. Yeah, he's
Right.
17. Yeah, I thought he was 17. Yes, Ronald. I know Ronald be knowing down to the time of day, the day of the week. I mean, he be knowing the details. Like, so shout out to Ronald. Yes, I know, I'm aware he's 17 and it's 93 because Lulu died on his headstone, it said 1993.
Right.
So that I remember that part. But yeah, I mean, they both were wrong. He was wrong for things he did. She's wrong. She don't get no pass now because I know she loved her son in a way, but she still did some messed up stuff as well. But she always was trying to protect him, even when he was wrong. So they you sort of look in her eyes. She probably haven't had Kanan tell her his feelings since he was a little boy, and that's why she was
And
crying.
look how he looking when she hugged him. He looking like, oh snap, I don't know what to do.
Mhm. Right? Yeah,
Like
exactly. That hug
this
looks
the
like
first time they
I ain't
hugging us.
not probably in years, not probably since they was
Yeah, yeah.
because he was a baby probably. So, but Juke is around the corner and she sees this and she said, hell to the no, no, no. You not about to have your mother and I don't got my father or my uncle. I ain't got nobody. And y'all just gonna go off and everything cool. Nah.
Okay.
So she knew right there.
And
I
then
think
they both collectively have not reached out to Juke, and she's the one who's taking the loss. She's the ones in mourning.
I
So
think that
that's even more pissed.
that's even more pissed, right? That's even more pissed. That's right. It's even more reason to be pissed. I
Now
think
then
Juke
one of
was
these motherfuckers went to go check
right.
on Juke.
Exactly. Exactly. I think that
Oh,
Juke was going to she was following Kanan because I think she was going to try to unalive him to get
mm-hmm.
back at because remember she had just came from Flossie. So she got
Yep.
all the information. I think she was gonna try to kill Kanan. But when she saw Kanan and the mother together, I think she said, no, let me take out your mother. Just like you took out my father. I want you to hurt like I'm hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what but anyway, so now she agreed to go ahead and see Stefano. Breeze was there, and Breezy said they had a little exchange. It wasn't really nothing, but she went on to agree to go ahead and handle the business with Pino,
You know.
and yeah, take care of Pino, and then he said you take care of this, and you got to be gone by the morning, right? Then he said you got 24 hours to
Yep.
get out of town and never come back to New York. Monique, I would have, even if I had taken out Pino, I would have been gone that night.
I would have
I
kept
wouldn't have
going.
packed no suitcase. I would have did just like Unique. I would have grabbed my money though. I need my money. I would grab all the money that she had saved,
Mm-hmm.
wherever that, if it's in a safe or something, I would have grabbed, throw it in a trash bag, anything. And I would throw it in my purse. I would have grabbed all my money and I would have hit the road that night. If even if I did kill Pino, I still would have hit the road. I would not have waited till the next morning.
Right.
I would not have waited. If she had left that night,
My
she
shit,
wouldn't have
my
got killed.
stuff would have. Yeah, I agree. My stuff would have been in the car.
Because you see, Unique was like, the hell with that stuff. He probably
Right.
had
He
his
left
money.
that house. He left everything
I'm
running.
sure he had his money. I'm sure he took his money with him. But
Oh yeah,
all
for
the
sure.
clothes and all that, she told Vanessa, look, we can get more
We
stuff
can buy
later.
stuff. We can buy
We can
more.
buy, yeah. So obviously he had his money. He probably already had a bag in the car,
Mm-hmm.
thinking that maybe this might happen. I don't know why she went back to
Because
that
when
house.
Breeze and Kanan rolled up to the house, they was hiding out. That everything was still on. You tell they just left. He was like, "Oh, f this."
Right? Yeah. Um. So Kanan goes to see Marvin in the casket, and I guess this is when this is his way. He didn't say I'm sorry out loud or anything, but I guess this is his way of saying he's sorry. He feel bad, and Marvin
I
did warn
guess.
him. Marvin did warn him. You know. So, at Rock goes to the cemetery, and they got all the plots there. Okay, the mama died in '92. Mama Joyce with her trifling behind, and then I know Lou was 93. And then
Mm-hmm.
so it was all the plots there. It was everybody there. So I guess when OG Power, when he said I just came back from seeing my mom's Kanan, when he get out of prison, when he told Ghost and Tommy that, his mother probably is at the same cemetery too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's probably everybody, the whole family is probably there. You know. So what that plot say? A mother's love is a forgiving love.
Is a
Mm.
giving love.
Oh, is it? Oh, it's a giving. Oh, it is a giving. Oh, that because that's a
John
scripture
15:13. Yep.
from John 13. Um. Well, if you're a good mother or just even halfway decent mother, and a mother's love is real strong for her kids, and will do anything for her kids, unless you just want them trifling mothers and don't give a damn. So,
Mm.
but she was reflecting on that. Her whole family is gone, from the father, the mother, Lou, and Marvin, and she gonna be right next to Marvin. She'll be right
Yep.
there. So
Damn,
she go
Kanan. I just realized he erased his whole bloodline.
this whole bloodline. Um.
Well, not just him, but Juke too. But
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm just saying, he killed. I
mm-hmm.
mean, he unalived Sean, his son. So his the
And then
name,
you had
the Thomas
wait,
can't even continue on.
you had a he you
He ended it.
you didn't
That
care nothing
bloodline.
about famous. You didn't you wasn't caring about who killed him. You didn't he was so cold to Juke about the famous situation. But
Yep.
then you had a nerve to name your own son Sean after him. I don't understand. This dude
I
is
like to
psycho.
know how that came to be because what the hell?
That's what me too. Maybe Origins may disclose that. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
we'll get that in Origins. But yeah, look, he's a psychopath. All of them are psychopath. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, no, sociopath, not psycho. Sociopath. You know what I'm saying? Because just to kill your family so willy-nilly like that, it's
Right.
just, yeah.
Like it's just a regular Sunday.
Even if
Pop.
you don't like your family members, and I'm talking about in real life, not just this TV show. Not everybody got a good mother and father. Not everybody got loving sisters and brothers. You know, shit, I got a sister that I don't, I
Like
ain't
we
all that
like
close
we
with like that. But I ain't gonna go on pew 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 pew. My
right.
sister, I
We'll have
see
a
her when I
we'll
see
have
her,
a
and
tussle or some words exchange, but not unaliving.
I'd rather just not talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't be talking to my older sister like that. You know, we ain't fighting or beefing, but we just don't. We don't be talking like that. You know what I'm saying? And we not close. And not to that degree. You know, I see her when I see her.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you know what I mean. Well, because of our parents is alive, I see her occasionally. No, but they but we, she doing her thing, I do mine. So we that's just how it is. You know, not
Stay out each other
everybody
way.
got. Look, I got family drama like anybody else. I'm sure you probably got something in yours. Everybody got somebody in their family, whether it's
Hmm.
an aunt, uncle, cousin, grandma, somebody that you just don't really rock with. And everybody don't have a Brady Bunch or Cosby Show family type of thing. So
Hmm.
they I would rather just not fool with my family. I'm not unaliving them. That's just crazy work to me. But that's why I say they sociopaths. You just killing people. It's crazy. But she goes back to the old neighborhood, to the old house, and it's so funny. That's the house where Jukebox died at. When
Hmm.
when they
That's where it
put
all began.
when Jukebox was kidnapped Tariq.
Yeah,
That was the old house.
that's where
Hmm.
it all began for her. Well, the
Ugh,
series began, I should say,
that's where the whole series began. The whole thing began. Is that
at the
house? So
house.
yeah. So she's saying her goodbyes because she knows she gonna take out Pino, and then she gonna hit the town, hit the road or whatever. Man, I would have been on the first plane out of here. I'd be over in Africa somewhere. I would get so far away. You know
She
what I'm
did
saying?
go to look for Juke. I wonder what she was gonna say to
Oh
Juke.
yeah, and she went. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, that's right. Because I didn't get to get that a picture. She did go to Juke's house at first. Marvin's, house, and she knocked on the door, and I guess she was gonna say goodbye to her. Maybe she was gonna say goodbye to her and try to explain herself to her. I guess, but just probably mostly say goodbye. Let me see her one last time because I got to get out of town. She had 24 hours. Stefano said so. Well, anyway, Kanan is, stack, doing his thing with the money, counting money and all that. And Breeze got word that, yeah, you did the right thing because he got word from Stefano that he cut a deal with Stefano that his mother would take out Pino in exchange for saving her life. And he says he did the right thing because he wasn't really down for that taking out your family thing because he didn't like that. He
Hmm.
wasn't down for that because he told Stefano at the beginning, that's kind of hard to ask somebody to take out their family,
Oh
you
yeah, for
know.
sure. And Flossie don't
So
like it either. I guess that's why
Flossie
her
didn't like it.
Pino
Yeah,
gets.
no, that's why for Stefano to even suggest that's crazy, you know. So um, now here you go. he. I wonder.
Lame death.
They didn't show this, Monique, but I wonder if she called him on the phone and said, "I'm on my way over." So you know, he at the hotel with the robe on, and
He had to. I must have missed it too, Inca, because
I
why
don't.
are
They
you let
didn't
her
show when he
in?
was on
Because how you
they
know where I'm at?
they showed him on the phone, but he was talking to room service.
Right.
Yeah, he was talking to room service before she knocked on the door. But I'm saying, obviously, they just the writers
Oh,
didn't
they didn't show it.
didn't show
Okay.
us that, but then show us Rock calling him on the phone. But he got on his pajamas and the robe, and he was ready to get down. And he
He
opened the
is
door,
stupid. Like you is in the game
and
and you ain't got
and
no
then
security.
yeah, where was the security? Usually, that other guy's with him all the
You supposed
time.
to be patting her down, baby.
That other guy is usually with her all the time,
He
and yeah, he
deserved
didn't
his.
do no. He
He
want to pat
deserved
her
that
down, all
death.
right. He want to pat her
Well,
down.
yeah,
He
I
probably want
know.
to pat them titties down. He want that would pat that tail. That's what he
Hmm.
wanted to do. He wasn't thinking that she would kill him. He thinking that they about to get down. And his old wrinkly balls, she ain't thinking about that
He
old
deserved
dude.
that death.
Two in
When I
the chest
realized he ain't
and
got
one in
his
the head.
security.
Yeah, he definitely deserved it. He most definitely deserved it. Yeah, yeah, RC. I would have been on the next thing smoking. I would have left that night. Okay, I did the job, so you that way you can't come back to me later saying I ain't do it. But I would have left that night, you know,
Mm-hmm.
or pack beforehand, right? Pack beforehand, then go take out Pino and then hit the road. I would have gotten the car, took off, and then gone to an airport somewhere, and um, I'd just be gone. I probably wouldn't even be in the United States, you know.
Right.
Or I'll go all the way to somewhere else, go to be driving to California or something. I would have got so far, but she didn't do it. The next day, she, and then you know me, she always got like, always got all black on when she
Mm-hmm.
doing her dirt. But this time she tried to they made her look so soft and innocent, jeans and the sweater, her little boots on her, and she packing her stuff. Jukebox come up there with her blicky, and she said, "Juke, what's going on? Let's talk about this." And what she said, "Look, even if I try to explain this to you, you ain't gonna understand it.
All right.
You ain't gonna understand it." So she tried to tussle. She tried. Well, she no. They try. Looked over and saw her gun on the table, and 'cause on the other side of the room, she tried to run with them high heel boots on, and
She
Jukebox
leapfrogged to that table.
leapfrogged out there.
Pop.
Yeah, wait a minute. Let me see. I got a look. Let me see if I got the. Oh, come on now. Damn. Okay, let me play this real fast. Hold on.
For what? I don't understand.
And if I tried to make you understand, you still wouldn't. But it's something I gotta do.
This about Marvin. That wasn't me. I didn't do it.
I know.
Talk to me, Juke. Why you doing this?
Kanan.
What Kanan got to do with me?
Jesus. Oh my God. She looked beautiful. She looked beautiful laying there. They did that. Ooh, Lord.
Juke was the last face you saw, girl.
Yeah. I mean, that that was something else. I mean, when she I be the laugh, but that was for when she jumped across there with them boots on, try to get that gun, jumped over the daggone glass table. I mean,
Well, she got popped, so yeah,
yeah,
that glass
yeah,
table shattered. So
mm-hmm,
you gotta be quick into that.
yeah, yeah. It was no way she was gonna be able to outrun Jukebox. That gun was pointed right at her. It was no way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was no way. She didn't understand because she thought that her and Jukebox, I guess, was okay.
What Kanan got to do with me? You created Kanan. You had Kanan. You created
Yeah,
this
you
monster.
created Kanan. So do we say rest in peace to her or what? I mean,
Yeah,
what's
rest in
our
peace.
overall thoughts of this character?
Oh, she definitely her faults. Like she is not perfect by far, but I still,
Mm-hmm.
rock with her after a certain while.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it was moments it was like up and down for me with Rock because it was like
Yes, me
moments
too.
she lost me. I don't
That
like
me
how she
too.
talked to her brother Lou, talking about I own your ass. Nigga. I said,
I
oh
know.
no.
I know.
And
I
then when
didn't
she
like
did
that.
to Scrap, it was all
Right.
over the place because she was
Right.
tripping and she was
I
jumping the gun in
understand
certain
though why. But I understand
Certain
why she didn't take out
situations.
Scrap. I understood why. Even I ain't like
Well,
it
we understood why, but
because
it was like she jumped the gun though. It was his
yeah,
mom the whole time.
it
But
was the
like I said,
mama. Yeah, right.
that's what I was, it was mama. She was paranoid. She'd be jumping the gun in certain situations.
But I guess she figured that he was going. That's his mama,
But
so he gonna
they
protect his
end up taking
mama.
and then they end up taking her out anyway.
They ended up taking her out anyway, right? Yeah.
Mate, Lou
I
did it.
mean,
With
knock
his
her
drunk self.
daggone wig off her head. Yeah, what Lou
Right.
did. Yeah.
He ain't want to.
So they sure made her look so beautiful when she laid there and died. So she looked beautiful. Her makeup was flawless. Her wig was, she was laid out like this. Her wig was just
not a vanity death. That's a vanity
yeah.
death.
I mean, she looked beautiful. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So they ain't got to do no work on her face enough. It's the funeral home. They ain't got to do. Oh no, but she did do well, because we don't know. No, she didn't get shot in the face. It was just in the chest. Yeah, because
it was in the face.
Because Kanan comes back later, and yeah,
he sat down.
But Juke had that demon look in her face. Like this is the Juke that we know that's crazy now. This the sociopath.
Yep.
Yeah. So she told him, "Yeah, I took out your mama, and what you gonna do about it?" And I do it again. She say that, but that's how he said, she told him one thing, she was bold. She was real bold. She just told him. She ain't even lied to him. Yeah, I did it.
Yeah. 1 hour later, showed up at the night.
Yes, I sure did it. I took out your mother, and it is what it is. And he said, "Well, what if I take you out?" She said, "Do it then." At this point, she didn't care. She lost everything. She had
was on
nothing
her bishop.
and nobody.
She said, "I don't give a." She was on her bishop right here, boy.
Just like Bishop on Juice, right.
I don't give a f. You got it.
Yeah.
I don't give a f about you. I don't get f about.
Oh, I just yeah. That I love me some. That's a man too, Pop.
Why wouldn't you just come after me?
That was the plan. And then I saw you and her together. And I realized dropping you wasn't gonna hurt enough. You wouldn't feel the pain for as long as I want you to feel it. I want you to have nothing, nigga. Just like me. I want you to go through your life alone, with nobody to give a fuck whether you live or die. You're gonna be alive. But everyone around you who cared, gone. And that shit way worse than being dead.
You just as alone as me, Juke. World just as cold for you.
Knowing I did this to you,
lonely motherfucker,
gonna keep me warm for a long while. And that's enough for me.
The acting is, they doing
I
it.
could just give you myself.
Look at her face right here.
Have at it, nigga.
Have at it.
I don't give a fuck.
And it wouldn't have been no. And then right here, this, she made it worse right here.
She never loved you anyway.
she twisted the knife with that one.
Right at the end, she begged me to do you instead of her.
Yeah, she definitely twisted that knife all the way up in his gut. Okay. Yeah, well, he deserved that.
I mean, people say he don't care about his mom. I think he do.
No, I mean, when they was going
To some
through it,
level.
when they was going through it, he didn't care about his mother. But at the end, she cared about him and he cared about her. That's why I said it's still the title is perfect. Unconditional love. It's a twisted kind of love, but They,
Yeah, even though they could each taken out each other any given time. For real. The way
mhm.
they was going at it, but yeah.
Not and see that's why she failed. That's why she fell over that glass table. She had these
Hey,
pointy.
Inga, you looking at
She
these
had the.
shoes.
She look. I'm looking at her. She had the pointy toe boots on. You know what I'm saying? You can't run with no pointy toe high heel boots. You ain't running too far. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Juke was like she was cold with that. She said, "Do it, nigga." She did not care. It was these little things is important.
All this shit don't explain everything. Because nothing explains everything. You niggas want to know why this shit happened and why this shit didn't. This was never going to be all that. Couldn't be. Because my story didn't end here. Shit, in a lot of ways, this was just the beginning of me. What I turned into. Who I ended up being.
Right?
See, this isn't just my story. This is our story. And now it's your story. But like I said all along, more than anything, this is a Southside Jamaica Queen story.
And
Southside.
and he was ruthless at this by this point now. I mean, it was just
Oh yeah.
it was
Just
no
like
it was
just
no
like
coming
it
back.
like it switched on Juke, done went off, and his switch done gone off too. So they both some crazy mother effers.
Yeah, I mean
1975.
and then they that this is a sad when you really think it's a sad situation. But if that, it's sad, you know what I'm saying, to take out your whole family, everybody just taking out their family members. It was crazy. It's crazy, but I bet you he said he could have closed her eyes. Yeah, maybe, but I bet you that bag of money she had in that Louis Vuitton bag. I bet you he took that. I bet you he took that money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would have taken
Well,
it.
yeah, take some of it and playing bury her ass, and that's it.
Right, right. Jukebox eliminated Rock, similar to Diana eliminating Noma's daughter,
Yeah.
Anna. Anya, yeah, I remember that, yeah. Oh yeah, because her mother got taken out, so I guess figure yeah, I'm gonna take your mother out, or take your daughter out, whatever.
Mm.
Um, it's Rockabye. Okay, thank you, Demarcus. Um, it's 1975 was a phenomenal year. Um, yeah, look, the 70s was a great time anyway. 70s, 80s, those were great times. I was born 71. So that was all good times like that. And then speaking of good times, they was watching good times on the TV in the hospital room. This is when we get a flashback of when baby Kanan was born. And you got Lou is like a teenager with his afro. Jukebox is a baby. And Marvin, and he had a bag of Doritos in his hand eating, so he always been eating. And she said, "I'm always gonna be here for you, Kane. I'm always gonna be loving you. I'm always gonna be here for you." And he was crying, and Marvin said something to him about him crying, talking about he can't be out here in these streets crying. He said he's just a baby. It's like he's just
They can be soft.
Yeah, he's just a baby. But
And
yeah.
Little Lou, Uncle
Yeah,
Lou,
Lou with the afro
with the
and
jokes talking about he crying because he know you about to be his uncle or something.
right.
They always
No,
joking
no. I guess they wanted to show this at the end of the credits, showing that they
how they
did
was a
start off
family.
as a loving family, or loving on each other or whatever. But things turned
Being there,
another
being there for each
things,
other. Yeah.
things turned another way. So
Little
I think,
Juke and her little stroller.
yeah. I think that was the point. They wanted to show that they did love each other, but over the period of year, when you in this in that drug world like that, sometimes you start losing sight. It's supposed to be at the beginning. It's all about making
Yep.
money so you can take care of your family and y'all can have generational wealth. After a while, you start beefing and fighting with your own family members. So
You start losing sight. What's the most important?
what's the most important? Right, right. And then it just went downhill after that because we know what happened with OG Power. You know, so like people say, well, how could Juke mess with him after he took out? She really wasn't messing with him. If you go back to that season when we met the
She was tolerating his ass.
tolerating him, she got him hooked on lean. She didn't give a shit about him. She was using him to
Get
score
the ghost.
to get a ghost. Yeah. And so
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna use, you know, Tariq and all this kind of. So she was
Hey,
manipulating
Tamika.
Kanan.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, hey, Tamika, how you doing? Yes, y'all hit that like button. Yeah, I mean, so overall, once I went back and watched it again, the acting is what got me because I was like, yeah, you know,
They act their ass off over here
they act
versus
their
any
ass off
other.
on here. They did. They act their ass off.
Versus any other spinoff.
They acted their
Most
ass
of these
off.
over here are like world class A actors over here. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
even
no,
even in Ghost, it was like some people was acting was like not there, like this series.
we got to get them a round of applause, man. They did the damn thing with the acting, the costumes. Shout out to the costume people, the wardrobe people, the wigs, the everything.
Character development
The
was
character
dope.
development, the way it was shot, cinematography. We know it's a period piece because they went back to the 80s and the 90s.
90s.
But it didn't look cheap. It looked like it looked good. You know what I'm saying? So they did I think that they did a wonderful job with this whole entire series. So I'm satisfied. And this is a rewatchable series.
Yes.
Like if somebody
all
you know
seasons.
if somebody you know never seen Raising Kanan, tell them to watch it because it's a good watch and they would enjoy it. They could binge watch it. Mm-hmm. And now all of these power shows, y'all, everybody knows about it probably by now. It's gonna go on Netflix. They cut a deal, Courtney Kemp and 50 Cent with their production companies. They cut a deal with Netflix. So OG Power Book 2 goes, Raising Kanan and Force, all of them gonna be on Netflix coming soon at some point. So it's that's good because that way it will get into other international markets and because everybody don't, because Stars is not everywhere. Stars is not everywhere, but Netflix is in the UK and
China, they worldwide.
China, they're in Africa, and they're everywhere. So they, you know, they more eyes will get on Power from going on Netflix.
A worldwide
streaming. You know. And then, you know, one of them days when you ain't got nothing to do and you put on Netflix, you might start watching OG Power again. So, you know, because that's OG Power is good too to go back and always rewatch. Now I ain't going back and rewatching Force. I'm done with that show. I ain't watching Force. I'm good.
I'm disappointed in Force because the way they did Chicago. I'm looking like
very disappointed for I said, oh, they're gonna give Tommy his own thing. It's gonna be. I'm thinking, you know.
Chicago is cool. It's just how they did it.
No, I was fine with Chicago, but it just didn't make sense.
Was off.
It didn't make sense when you got. If I was to come into your town in Chicago,
and it was all over the place with Tommy.
I can't just come over and start taking over, killing people and doing all kinds of stuff. I got to go through the proper channels and all. You know, it just didn't make some sense. It was a lot of stuff that just didn't make sense with Tommy and the whole thing. Some of the acting with some people was bad.
That's what I'm saying. This series right here, the actors in this one.
No, they got really good actors here. We ain't get no
highly trained. They went to school. They did.
Oh yeah,
Broadway. Theater actors, like
singers.
People had their own sitcoms.
They could do everything
back in the day. Like, come on.
Yes. Thank you, 50. Yeah, thank you, 50. Yeah. Because they did a good job. You know, I know 50 Cent, Courtney Kemp don't really get along, but she did start all the characters and all that. So, but we ain't done with the Power thing. We just saying goodbye. This is my last time. I'm talking about Raising Kanan. I don't think we need to be doing no more lives and breakdowns or nothing.
Ain't nothing to break
Eh,
down.
yeah, I think we broke it down till it's broke down to the ground. I don't think I done talked about it 2, 3, 4 times. So I think at this point we just wait for Origins next year and then we'll get that going. But there's other stuff to talk about, got other shows and other things. And so you got anything gonna be coming up in the coming weeks or anything?
Shit. The House
You're
of the
doing
Dragon is
House of
finale
Dragons, right?
tonight.
Is that still on?
Yeah, that's tonight.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh,
The finale is tonight. We talk about it Tuesday. The Hour from Detroit Thursday, and then Tuesday as well. Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion episode 1. And I think me and some of the ladies gonna talk about Cape Fear on Sunday.
I still got to watch that. I started it, never went back, but I want to finish it. So it's not like I ain't like it. It's just
It's some other shows that I'm watching. Like I said, there's some other shows that I am watching. I don't know which one to come up here and hit the like button for.
Yeah, I know because I'm watching.
I'm trying to decipher.
I'm watching Lioness on Paramount Plus. I know
I'm watching Fightland. I'm
watching Fightland. I'm gonna talk about that with Amina. I think on Tuesday.
I'll be in the chat over there, y'all.
And then I think Wednesday we might do Lioness with Torian in Detroit or whoever pops up with it. So we, I'm trying to. I told you I wanted to get the Tubi movie done. I ain't even looked at the thing yet.
I ain't even look. Where I was, I ain't watched
I ain't running. I'm gonna get it to it, but I ain't rush it. It ain't one of them movies like, oh girl, I got hurt and rushing.
It's a little funky, regularly.
It's something to do like one of them days when it's raining outside and you ain't going nowhere. Then we might, So I ain't in no rush. I know I told you that
I started Tamika. I did start Furious on
I want to watch that. Yes, because I sent that to Tamika, but
it's been on my list. I just started it.
I knew Tamika already knew about it. I said, girl, have you seen this on Hulu, right? Hulu?
Mm-hmm.
I saw the trailer and that sucked me in just from the trailer. And then I seen a couple of clips of it. I said, this thing look real good. So I got to find time for that. Now, everything I ain't going to review. Everything is not going to be a recap.
Right.
I just need to sit back one day, don't go nowhere, just binge watch a bunch of TV shows.
Yeah.
So I'm also started the Westies on MGM Plus, but I ain't finished that. So I don't even know what episode is on now. I don't even know. I got that's what I'm saying.
Like 4.
Yeah, maybe it got to be a 4 or 5. Yeah, I know I'm a little behind. I got to catch up. Yeah, Average Joe, that's coming out.
That's coming up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a lot of things. The baby version of Kanan Jukebox was so adult. Oh, the baby version. Yeah, they had a cute little baby for him. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lioness. I saw that today. The episode 2. That was fire. Lord, it was so good. So, and I gotta
catch up.
Steven said he watched Fightland twice. Okay, I ain't watched that yet, so Steven, don't spoil it. And Tuesday
season 2. You mean episode 2?
I mean episode 2. I'm sorry, episode 2. I meant episode 2. Yeah, I haven't watched it. Yeah, he wrote season 2. Oh, that's why I was reading his thing. I'm saying season 2. No, he meant season 1, episode 2. There.
Okay.
He watched it twice.
I know I had to watch episode 1 twice because I was in the morning, but I think my mind is clear of.
Yeah, I had to watch. I watched Fight of Land twice
of this show.
I went live I went live with Amina on Fightland, but then I did my own recap.
Yeah,
which I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do my own recap and also go live with her. Mm-hmm. And then wanted to shout out Lays. He and I are gonna talk about the drop when that come out. That's not till September, so we got time. So, it's too much TV, and you got to find time. You got to find time to just do this because I still working 2 jobs and living my life and got my elderly parents.
I'm still working. Got
y'all,
kids.
My father, who I always told y'all my father's 85. He's living in Florida. Yeah, y'all hear me say I'm going down to Florida to see my dad. Well, they moving up here now. Him and his girlfriend, they leaving Florida for good. They coming up here, and so they can be close to the family and stuff, because health things going on. Um, so they gonna be moving up here, and then once they up here, I got to be helping him and doing all kind of stuff and get him, back implemented up here. I mean, he from here, so it ain't gonna be hard because it's not like this is home, the DC area. But it's but he been away for Florida so long, so then you got to get things back going.
Used to that damn weather and shit.
Yeah, right. Right. So yeah, I got stuff going on. So if I don't recap all the different shows, it's okay. But I'm at least try to watch them. It's
Yeah. But so you still be up on it. So
yeah. Detroit's at the Drop in a Different World spinoff next month.
Yep, September.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. September is next month. We're in August. Lord.
We're in August.
Look, we're getting
I know time going by so fast.
Yeah, I'm still thinking that we in July. These months be. I was in this sidetrack. This ain't got nothing to do with Raising Kanan. We off that now. I'm in Target yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I had to get. I know they said we ain't supposed to be shopping in Target and all that, but
look, to each his own. Look,
I had to go in there because that was it wasn't enough other store nearby. I had to go in and get my mother new coffee.
That's
maker.
why I say each his own.
Yeah, it was just what it was. I mean, look, there was so many black people in there that daggone thing. It was packed wall to wall, black people, Spanish, everybody. So
sometimes that be the only thing that's nearby.
That was the only thing that was nearby my mother. The Walmart was too far, and there was some other stores that was a little bit too. So anyway, make a long story short, I go into the Target yesterday, get what I need to get for my mother.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like and somebody was talking to me about Raising Kanan while we was in the thing. This is a random person, So I said everybody be watching them Raising Kanan. There's a random ass person who's standing in line. It just said, "Do you watch Raising Kanan?"
I was like, how did that come up?
It was like you stand in line, somebody just talking.
Did you watch Raising Kanan?
Why?
Because I'm black? You think I watch Raising Kanan? That's what I was saying.
So it's just so much going on. But I was like, oh, and also while I was in the store, I started seeing all this back to school signs and all this stuff. Mm-hmm. And I said, that's right. School is going to be about to go back. I done forgot all of, because I don't have a child in school and I ain't got nobody in college either. So I don't be thinking, out of sight, out of mind. I don't think about it, but right. I'm sure you getting prepared. It's almost when y'all going back yet? Yeah.
He go back Wednesday. I mean, he start Wednesday.
Oh, this week they all going early. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think this area they go back.
I only got one child that's left in school.
Yeah, because
he going to high school.
Grown.
Yeah, my daughter grown.
High school?
Yeah, he going to high school.
What? He grew up. I remember we used to be he talking about whatever, and he would be running behind you. He's
on like his scooter. He be on his scooter.
Yes, he was running behind you. I feel like a little kid. And they going to high school. Damn, time is flying.
He shot up too. Some interest.
Yeah, time is flying.
These growth spurts hurting girls' pockets.
That's all right. Well, congratulations to him to make it to high school, and good luck, because sometimes that first year can be rough transitioning from middle school to high school, but congratulations to him. And how I feel about Stephon Diggs coming to the Commanders, I ain't thinking about that guy. I don't think he gonna come here and do nothing. He's from this area too. He's from the DMV. I don't think he gonna do nothing. I think he only signed like a 1-year contract or something because they know he's a
it's not long term.
Yeah, because he I don't think no other teams probably wanted them. So
look, all I can say, we gonna have to wait and see.
That's okay, y'all go back Wednesday as well. Okay.
West Coast Barbara.
Yeah. It's that time. Some kids might all be going back now because every state, every place, they do something
different.
But it's usually the month of August. It's usually around this time. So, yeah.
I'm like, damn, it's like back in the day because we enjoy our whole summer. We ain't go back until after Labor Day.
Thank you. After Labor Day. after Labor Day, and then now they go back a week or two before them.
It's still summer. Technically,
It's still summer. It's still summer. No, it's still summer. Summer
Right.
don't end until around the end of September or something, right? Or beginning of October.
Yeah.
I think I forgot what it is. I think it's almost close to the beginning of October because it's still warm around the first half of October. You know, at least through the end of September anyway. Still, so,
yeah, at least through the
you still can wear shorts and everything. So they wear uniform or they can wear his own clothes.
Oh no, wear his own clothes.
Oh, okay, you know some places they got to wear.
Yeah,
yeah. So,
no, I'm in the burbs. They don't do the uniform.
Oh yeah, no, out here I'm in the burbs too. I left the city. They in the burbs. They don't.
Or I left the city. I'm like,
yeah, these people, the clear people, they don't want their kids in no uniform. But they put the uniforms when you in the urban areas for the Latinos and the blacks and the others. You know, they put the yeah. But anyway, we've been rambling on. But let me go. You going live tonight? I know Tamika and them go live at 9. No, they go around 9 o'clock or something. Or
no, they're on the break. They're on the break.
Oh, they're on the break. Okay, because I thought they used to go live on Sunday.
Yeah,
night.
they do.
Okay. All right. Because I was gonna tell everybody go over there to Tamika if she was live, but I guess she's not. So, all right, y'all. Let me get up out of here. Let Monique go and rest for tonight, and we will see y'all on the YouTube streets. You know, probably through the week or something. You know, we just say all the stuff we got going on. So we'll see y'all. Y'all have a good Sunday night.
Bye, y'all.
Peace, y'all.